In einer Welt, in der Erfolg oft nicht weckt, ist es entscheidend, die stillen Gefahren der Eifersucht zu erkennen. Dieses Video enthält die subtilen Anzeichen von Eifersucht, die selbst von den Genigen in dein Leben schleichen können, die dir im Nachsen stehen. Von verstecktem Groll bis hin zu subtler Kritik, die als Ratschlag getarnt ist. Eifersucht kann deinen Frieden und die Fortschritt aufweisen beeinflussen, die du vielleicht nicht einmal bemerkst. Aber hier ist die Wahrheit. Wenn du wüsstest, wie du dich vor diesen toxischen Verhaltensweisen schützt, wirst du in der Lage sein, dich zu fokussieren, weiter zumachen und die heller als je zu strahlen. Wenn du dich jemals an diesen, missverstanden oder sogar von jemandem betrügen gefolgt hast, dem du vertraut hast, dann ist dieses Video für dich. Am Ende wirst du mit kraftvollen Einsichten ausgestattet sein, die dir helfen, deinen Erfolg und die Frieden zu bewahren, und dich von der Eifersucht anderer aufhalten zu lassen. Du brauchst die Zustimmung von niemandem, voranzukommen. Du bist der Architekt deiner eigenen Zukunft. Bleib dran und lass uns gemeinsam entdecken, wie du über die Eifersucht hinauswachsen kannst, die den Ries zu entgleisen droht. Before we start, I'd appreciate your support. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on future lessons from God. The Bible speaks with striking clarity in Proverbs 27 verse 4. Wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? These words echo through time, offering a deep and powerful truth. You may be asking yourself, how does this apply to me? Let me assure you that if you are striving toward your dreams, building the life you've always wanted, stepping boldly into your purpose, and embracing your authentic self, there will always be eyes upon you. Some of those eyes, however, won't be filled with admiration or encouragement. Instead, they'll be shadowed with envy. Some people will not celebrate your successes, but instead will quietly observe, waiting for the slightest misstep. They will hold their breath, hoping to see you stumble, wishing for your downfall, and longing to see you falter. These are the ones consumed by jealousy, their hearts filled with bitterness and resentment. Recognizing them early in your journey is not just important, it's crucial. Once you begin to see the warning signs, you gain the power to protect your peace, to shield your spirit from their toxic energy. For when you stand strong in your truth and your achievements, you must be prepared to guard your soul against those who, out of their insecurities, seek to drag you down. Understanding this early gives you the strength to rise above, unfazed and unshaken by the envy that surrounds you. Sign number 1. They can't be happy for your success. Have you ever had the deep and painful experience of someone you once believed supported you, someone you trusted and held close, suddenly pulling away when something wonderful happens to you? It could be a promotion, the blossoming of a new relationship, or even something as small as a fleeting but precious moment of happiness, something you've worked so hard to attain. And then, without warning, that person who was once by your side, eager to celebrate with you, becomes distant, stops calling, or even acts strangely, as though your success somehow offends them. In those moments, you are confronted with a raw and harsh truth: jealousy. It can be devastating, and its effects reach deep into your soul, leaving scars that linger long after the moment has passed. As C.S.Lewis so poignantly said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Their reaction to your success, the way they withdraw, judge, or criticize, speaks volumes about their inner turmoil and insecurities. It reveals far more about their character than it does about you. We all long to share our moments of joy with those we care about, don't we? When something good happens to us, we want to shout it from the rooftops, and we expect those who call themselves our friends, our family, or our supporters, to stand beside us and share in our celebration. Your happiness should feel like their happiness, shouldn't it? But when jealousy creeps in, everything changes. Suddenly, that achievement you've worked tirelessly for, whether it's a hard-earned promotion, an emotional milestone, or a breakthrough you've longed for, becomes a trigger. Instead of receiving the praise and excitement you'd expected, you are met with silence, avoidance, or worse, sharp, uncalled-for criticism. It's as though your success stirs something in them that they cannot bear to face, and they react by pulling away rather than lifting you. The Bible speaks to this in Romans 12 verse 15. Rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep. A true friend, someone who genuinely loves and supports you, would embrace this principle without question, rejoicing in your success as though it were their own. But when jealousy takes root, that joy is replaced with bitterness, resentment, or cold indifference. This kind of criticism is not just unhelpful, it is harmful. It dredges up old wounds, past mistakes, or unresolved issues that have nothing to do with the triumph you are experiencing in the present. Why? Because they cannot bear to see you soar. They cannot bear the idea of you moving forward when they feel stuck. And don't fool yourself into thinking you're overreacting or reading too much into their behavior. It's all too real, and it hurts deeply because you had expected, no, you needed, their support. But here's the reality. Jealousy is never about you. It's about them. Their envy is born from their inner struggles, self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy, and unfulfilled dreams that gnaw at their peace. When you succeed, it forces them to confront the parts of themselves they have yet to realize or achieve, and that confrontation feels unbearable. They might not even be aware of it, but instead of using your success as motivation to better themselves, they turn it into a reason to tear you down. What makes this even more painful is when this jealousy comes from someone you thought you could trust. A friend, a family member, someone you've shared intimate moments with and who you believed was genuinely happy for you. In these moments, you may begin to question yourself. Am I being too sensitive? Am I imagining things? Is this just me overthinking the situation? The truth, however, is simple. You're not overreacting. You are recognizing the signs of someone who, for whatever reason, is not truly happy for you. And that is completely okay. Don't feel guilty for acknowledging their jealousy. It's a reflection of their shortcomings, not yours. You deserve to be surrounded by those who genuinely lift you and share in your joy without feeling threatened by it. Understand this deeply. Their jealousy is not your burden to bear. It belongs to them. It has nothing to do with your worth or your accomplishments. A real supporter, a true friend, will always stand by you, even amid their challenges, and will celebrate your triumphs as though they were their own. If someone cannot do that, if they cannot feel joy in your success and instead choose to distance themselves, it might be time to reevaluate their place in your life. You are worthy of people who will walk with you, cheer you on, and help you rise higher. Your achievements are yours and yours alone, and no one, no matter how close they once were, can take that away from you. Hold on to that truth with unwavering strength. Sign number 2. They throw shade disguised as advice. There is always that one person, always lurking in the background, watching your every move, just waiting for an opportunity to voice their opinion. No matter what you do, no matter how careful or well-intentioned your actions are, they have something to say. They will pretend, with practiced sincerity, that they are looking out for your best interests, offering advice, guidance, or suggestions, as if they are helping you avoid mistakes. But deep down, you can feel it, can't you? Something about their words doesn't ring true. It's not really about helping you. It's about making you question your decisions, your path, your very worth. Their words, though cloaked in the guise of friendly advice, are designed to make you feel small, insecure, and unsure of yourself. They never come right out and say it. No, instead, they present it as a suggestion, as if they are simply offering a better way, a more logical or practical approach. But if you listen closely, really listen to the underlying message, you'll hear it loud and clear. Their true intent is to undermine your confidence and make you second-guess your every move. C.S.Lewis offers profound wisdom when he says, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena." How true this is. These so-called advisors, who have never been in the trenches with you, who have never faced the challenges you have, are nothing more than spectators. Their words aren't coming from a place of genuine care or concern. No, they come from a place of envy, of jealousy, disguised as concern. They aren't living your life. They're sitting on the sidelines, watching, judging, and criticizing. And they do it under the pretense of wanting to help you. They tell you how you should have handled a situation differently, and how you could have done better, all the while ignoring the fact that what you're doing is working for you. It's not about your growth or your success. It's about exerting control over you, making you doubt yourself, and feeding your sense of superiority. And here's the real danger. If someone continually insists on telling you how to run your life, how to think, how to make decisions, without ever acknowledging your victories, your growth, or the progress you've made, that is a red flag. It's a glaring sign that their motives are not rooted in love or concern but in their insecurities. This is jealousy, wearing a mask of helpfulness, attempting to belittle you to elevate themselves. They cannot stand to see you stand tall, to thrive, to succeed. Your victories are reminders of their inadequacies, so they seek to diminish yours, to cast doubt on your achievements. Their criticism is not an invitation to improve. It's a subtle, insidious attempt to control you, to make you feel less than enough, to make you question your worth. So when you encounter these critics, these supposed well-wishers who don't seem to have anything nice to say, remember this. Their words are not a reflection of you, they are a reflection of them. They are not participants in your journey, not contributors to your growth. They are merely bystanders, too afraid or too unwilling to step into the arena themselves. And while they may try to diminish you, it's their inadequacies they are grappling with. Never let their jealousy seep into your spirit. Don't internalize their words. Instead, keep your focus on your path, your truth, and your victories. You are the one in the arena, and you are the one who counts. Sign number 3. They talk behind your back but never to your face. If you have someone in your life who consistently comments on you when you're not around, yet never has the courage or integrity to address it directly to your face, you are witnessing the subtle, insidious workings of jealousy. This behavior is dangerous because it is sneaky, often hidden behind a veneer of friendliness or indifference, and it can easily go unnoticed unless you are vigilant. They may greet you with a warm smile and speak to you as if everything is perfectly fine, but the moment you leave, they begin to gossip. They spread rumors, twist your words, and speak negatively about you behind your back, poisoning the perception others have of you. As C.S.Lewis wisely put it, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. This behavior, this childish whispering and undermining, speaks volumes. Not about you, but about the narrowness of their mindset, the limitations of their worldview, and the deep insecurities that they refuse to confront. Their jealousy manifests in an attempt to diminish your worth, to make you feel small because they cannot bear the fact that you have something they desperately desire. They see you living a life they feel entitled to, but which they do not seem to achieve, and that deeply unsettles them. It stirs a restless, gnawing resentment within them. Instead of being inspired by your success, they choose to tear you down, to sabotage your reputation by spreading misinformation, distorting your words, and misrepresenting your actions. They think that by speaking ill of you, they can somehow pull you down to their level, make you as miserable as they feel, and justify their shortcomings. They remain silent when you are present, hiding behind a facade of politeness, because deep down, they know that you would never tolerate their behavior if confronted directly. They know you would see through their false smiles and empty words, and you would demand the respect you deserve. And if, by some chance, you gather the courage to confront them, they will play the victim. They will accuse you of being overly sensitive, manipulative, or paranoid, twisting the situation to make you question your judgment and perception. They will make you feel as though you are the one at fault for noticing their toxic actions, thus clouding your sense of reality and manipulating you into second-guessing yourself. But the truth is, their behavior is a reflection of their inner turmoil. It's not about you. It's about their inability to come to terms with their inadequacies, their unfulfilled desires. They cannot stand to see you thrive, because it forces them to confront their limitations. Your success is a mirror they cannot face. And while they may try to undermine you through whispers and deceit, you must understand this. Their words are powerless. Their gossip cannot touch your worth unless you allow it to. You are the one living your truth, and no amount of backhanded comments or silent whispers can change that. Keep your head high, stay true to yourself, and know that their bitterness is a testament to your strength. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sign number 4. They try to compete with you in every area of life. Have you ever noticed how some people just can't seem to let you breathe? It's as though no matter what you do, they're always lurking in the background, desperately trying to match every step you take. Every time you achieve something, whether it's a small victory or a major milestone, they swoop in like clockwork, mirroring your moves and copying your style. You buy a new jacket, and suddenly, they've got one too. Except, of course, with a slight twist, as if trying to one-up you in some subtle, almost imperceptible way. You take a trip to a beautiful new destination, and before you know it, they're booking a similar getaway, but with grander plans, trying to outdo your experience, to make theirs better. It's as though you can't take a single step forward without them following right behind, as if your life is their endless competition. The Bible speaks directly to this kind of behavior in Galatians 6 verses 4 to 5. Each one should test their actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone, without comparing themselves to someone else. For each one should carry their load. It's a powerful reminder that life isn't about competing, about trying to outshine or outperform others. It's about focusing on your path, taking pride in your journey, and finding fulfillment in your accomplishments. But these individuals seem to miss the message entirely. They aren't living their own lives. Instead, they are consumed with constantly trying to outdo you, to one-up your every achievement. To them, everything feels like a contest, like a race where your every success is just another hurdle they need to leap over. It's as if they've created an invisible scoreboard in their minds, where each of your wins triggers a sense of urgency in them, a fear of falling behind. Instead of celebrating your victories, instead of lifting you, they mimic your style, replicate your actions, and even try to infiltrate your social circles. Everything you do, everything you achieve, becomes a chance for them to act like they're somehow winning. They're so wrapped up in the idea of competition that they fail to see the truth. This isn't about improving themselves or growing in their way. It's about trying to shrink your accomplishments, to make you feel like your successes are somehow less valuable. The more you succeed, the harder they try to compete, all the while pretending to cheer you on, to act as though they're supporting you, when deep down, they're just trying to keep up in a race you never even entered. But here's the truth. You're not competing with them. You're not in a race with anyone else. You're simply living your life, walking your path, and achieving things that bring you joy and fulfillment. The only competition you should have is with your past self, striving to be better than you were yesterday. So let them chase after you, let them mimic and copy, but know this, your journey is yours alone. You don't need to compare, you don't need to outdo, and you certainly don't need to shrink your accomplishments to make them feel bigger. Their need to compete says far more about their insecurities than it does about their success. Keep moving forward, and let them follow if they choose because, at the end of the day, it's your path that matters. Sign number 5. They make everything about themselves. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where, no matter what you say, the other person just can't seem to let you speak? You're sharing your wins, your triumphs, or your challenges, and each time you mention something positive, they immediately jump in with a story of their own, trying to outshine your accomplishment with something bigger, more impressive. When you open up about a hardship, they quickly shift the focus to their struggles, as if theirs are somehow more significant, more pressing than yours. In these moments, it becomes painfully clear they aren't listening to you. They're so consumed with themselves that they can't even hear your words, your experience. All they're concerned with is turning the spotlight back onto their own life. The Bible gives us a powerful antidote to this kind of behavior in Philippians 2 verses 3 to 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your interests but each of you to the interests of the others. True humility, as this verse reminds us, is the ability to listen, to value the other person's perspective, and to celebrate their successes without trying to make it about our own. It's about recognizing that every person's journey is important and being willing to support others without feeling the need to compete or overshadow them. But that's not what these people do. Instead, they listen with a mind that's more focused on formulating their next response than on truly understanding what you're saying. As C.S.Lewis wisely said, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. This perfectly captures the essence of this behavior. They are not listening to understand you. They're waiting for their turn to talk, to turn the conversation back to themselves. When envy takes root, it twists every interaction. Suddenly, every opportunity to connect becomes an opportunity for them to highlight their importance, to elevate their status. If you have a success, they'll find a way to make it seem insignificant, as though your hard work and achievements are just small, fleeting moments that don't matter. Instead of lifting you, they try to make you feel like your triumphs are nothing compared to what they've done or are doing. This isn't about offering support or helping you feel better. It's about making themselves feel validated, important, and superior. They twist the narrative, trying to make your accomplishments feel like a mere shadow compared to their own. They don't want you to shine. They don't want to hear about your progress because it forces them to confront their sense of inadequacy, their unspoken fears that they haven't accomplished as much as they'd hoped. These individuals may never say it outright, but their actions speak louder than words. They don't want to hear your joy because it highlights their lack of fulfillment. They don't want to hear about your struggles because it might remind them of their unresolved issues. What they truly seek is constant validation, the assurance that they are the most important person in the room. But the truth is, their need for attention is rooted in insecurity, not strength. And you don't need to shrink your achievements to make them feel bigger. You don't need to silence your voice to accommodate their need for validation. Keep speaking, keep sharing, and know that your voice, your experiences, and your successes matter, whether they hear it or not. Sign number 6. They find ways to belittle your achievements. You pour your heart and soul into something, working tirelessly toward an important milestone, achieving something truly significant, only to have someone come along and try to downplay it as if it were nothing special. They might brush it off as mere luck, as though your success was a fluke, something that just happened by chance. Or perhaps they'll say, "Oh, I could have done that better," as if your effort and dedication somehow mean nothing in the face of their imagined superiority. These comments sting, don't they? They leave you feeling small, questioning whether you truly earned the victory. The Bible addresses this kind of behavior in Ecclesiastes 4 verse 4. "And I saw that all toil and all achievement spring from one person's envy of another." This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Envy is a powerful force, and it drives people to minimize the hard work, dedication, and sacrifice that others pour into their achievements. It reduces success to something trivial and insignificant, simply to soothe their fears and insecurities. What these individuals are doing is trying to diminish your achievements because they cannot bear to see you succeed. Your success, the fruits of your labor, shines a light on the things they have not yet accomplished or the dreams they have not realized. It forces them to confront their unmet desires, and they cannot accept that your hard work brought them to this point. So instead of celebrating your victory, they try to make you feel undeserving, as though you didn't work for it, as if it just happened by accident. It's easier for them to devalue your accomplishments than to face the uncomfortable truth that they may not have put in the same effort or taken the same risks. They want you to believe that what you've achieved is small, insignificant, or easy, all in a desperate attempt to cope with their fears, failures, and unfulfilled potential. And if you dare to point out how hurtful their comments are, if you try to explain that their words make you feel diminished, they might turn the conversation back around, accusing you of being too sensitive, of making too much of something that should be brushed aside. They'll make you question whether you're overreacting, convincing you that celebrating your accomplishments is selfish or unwarranted. But here's the truth. Your hard work is not meaningless. Your success is not a fluke. And their envy does not define you. When they try to undermine your achievements, it's a reflection of their struggles, not a reflection of your worth. Don't let their attempts to diminish you steal your joy. Your accomplishments are yours, and they are worth celebrating, regardless of anyone else's attempts to downplay them. Keep your focus on what you've earned, on the journey you've taken, and on the pride that comes from knowing you worked hard to reach this moment. You deserve to feel proud of what you've accomplished, and no one has the right to take that away from you. Sign number 7. They try to make you feel guilty for succeeding. When you're out there achieving your goals and making strides toward your dreams, there will always be someone who can't stand to see it. These individuals are part of your circle, and instead of being inspired by your progress and successes, they'll do everything they can to make you feel guilty for doing well. It's not always obvious, but their subtle words and actions are designed to send a clear message. They want you to feel remorseful for succeeding. The Bible says it simply in Proverbs 14 verse 30. "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." Their envy, though it may seem directed at you, is ultimately toxic for them, and it becomes a destructive force they project onto others. It often comes disguised as casual comments like, "Must be nice," or "I wish I had it as easy as you." On the surface, these might seem like harmless words, but they carry a deeper implication, that your success is somehow a personal affront to them. This is jealousy in its rawest, most painful form. To these individuals, your win becomes a reminder of their own perceived failures or inadequacies. Instead of admiring your hard work or finding inspiration in your achievements, they twist it into something that makes them feel small, inadequate, and left behind. They want to bring you down, to make you feel undeserving, because your success forces them to confront their unfulfilled desires. Rather than use your victories as motivation to improve, they prefer to make your success seem trivial or unfair, so they don't have to face the discomfort of their shortcomings. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here's the truth. Success is never a competition with others. There is plenty to go around. If someone feels unsettled by your progress, they will try to convert your achievements into burdens, suggesting that your success is unjust, as if you didn't truly earn it. But you did. You worked tirelessly, made sacrifices, faced setbacks, and gave it your all. You have every right to celebrate your wins, to take pride in how far you've come, and to honor the effort you put in. Do not let anyone make you feel as though you should apologize for your success or downplay your accomplishments. Let me be clear, jealousy is not about you. It's about them. Those who harbor envy haven't yet learned how to be content with their own lives. They are often trapped in their feelings of inadequacy, constantly questioning their self-worth. Their jealousy is born from their inability to be at peace with themselves, and they project their dissatisfaction onto you. When you succeed, it becomes a painful reminder to them of what they haven't achieved, and rather than use it as motivation to grow, they choose to diminish your accomplishments to relieve their sense of failure. It's not personal, it's about their internal struggle. C.S.Lewis insightfully captured the essence of this behavior in Mere Christianity. Pride gets no pleasure out of having something, only out of having more of it than the next man. This perfectly encapsulates the nature of jealousy. It's not really about your success. It's about how your success makes them feel in comparison to themselves. I am not suggesting that you try to change others or make excuses for their behavior. What I am saying is that you must protect your peace, your energy, and your focus. When you recognize jealousy in your life, when you see these warning signs, don't let it consume you. Don't let it distract you from your goals or cause you to doubt your worth. You are not here to lower yourself or dim your light for anyone. You are here to excel, to grow, and to continue progressing, regardless of how others feel about it. Their jealousy has no power over you unless you allow it to. At the same time, don't let jealousy harden your heart or turn you bitter. Don't let it make you distrust those who genuinely support you and celebrate your achievements. Envious people are struggling with their issues, but that's not your burden to carry. Recognize their behavior for what it is, protect your well-being, and keep moving forward. Your success is a reflection of your hard work, not their shortcomings. Every milestone you've reached belongs to you, and no external negativity can take that away. Now that you understand the signs, take a step back and examine those around you. Who is genuinely uplifting you? Who is truly encouraging your growth? And who is simply pretending to be happy for you, but secretly resenting your progress? Be selective about who you allow into your life. Protect your energy and your focus, because you have big goals to achieve, and no one's jealousy is worth that distraction. Let me be very clear. This may sting a little, but you need to understand that jealousy is not just an emotion people feel, it's a result of their inability to find contentment in their own lives. It might be easy to feel sorry for those who are envious, but you must not let their jealousy become your burden. It is not your responsibility to fix their problems or heal their emotional wounds. That responsibility lies solely with them, and it's theirs to work through. Your path is yours alone. Keep walking it with pride, knowing that your success is yours to own, and no one else's jealousy can take that from you. When you notice jealousy in your environment, don't let it consume you. Don't waste your time getting angry or frustrated, trying to prove yourself, or seeking their approval. That will never work. Envy is not about you. It's about them, and no matter how hard you try, you will never win the battle to make them happy or satisfied. Instead, shift your focus back to your path. Concentrate on your goals, and remain unwavering in your commitment to your purpose. Jealous people are nothing more than distractions. Temporary, noisy disruptions that try to pull you away from what truly matters with their negativity and drama. You have a greater mission, and you cannot afford to let anyone's envy derail you from it. Understand this. Just because someone is envious, it does not mean they are beyond redemption. They are human, just like you, and they have their battles, insecurities, and struggles. Sometimes, you might even feel compassion for them because, at the heart of it, they may long for the same happiness and fulfillment you've worked so hard to create for yourself. But don't forget one key thing. You earned everything you have. Every step of your journey, every success, every victory. You fought for it, sacrificed for it, and worked tirelessly to get where you are. Your achievements are a result of your dedication and your perseverance. You didn't get to this point by bending to the envy or insecurities of others. You are not here to make everyone feel comfortable. You're not here to lower your standards or hide your success just to make others feel better about themselves. Your path is yours alone, and so are your achievements and happiness. If someone can't celebrate those with you, that speaks more about them than it does about you. Don't let their inability to share in your joy define how you feel about your accomplishments. Your progress is yours, and it's a reflection of your hard work and resilience. Let me be honest for a moment. Jealousy can be deeply destructive. It can break relationships, fracture friendships, and place strains even on the strongest of bonds. And when that jealousy comes from someone you care about, someone you trust, it can feel like a personal betrayal. It can hurt in ways that are difficult to express. But here's the truth. You must protect yourself. Guard your heart. Keep your personal space sacred, and be mindful of who you allow into your life. Not everyone who smiles at you genuinely has your best interests at heart. Some are waiting for you to stumble, hoping to say, "I knew you couldn't do it." Do not give them that power. Do not let their envy chip away at your sense of worth or shake your confidence. You cannot let their bitterness stop your progress. What should you do? Stay focused. Continue working hard. Keep striving for excellence, even when you sense negativity and resentment coming from those around you. You don't need anyone else's validation. Your success is for you, first and foremost. You're doing this for yourself, for your family, for your legacy, and you will not let anyone's jealousy stand in your way. Remember, jealousy doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes, it comes from those closest to you. Family, friends, co-workers, people you trust. That's the most painful form of jealousy because it feels like a betrayal. When someone close to you envies you, it can wound deeply. But here's the key. Protect your well-being above all. Keep your spirit strong, your heart safe, and your mind focused. If someone is envious of you, that is their issue, not yours. They need to work through their challenges and find peace within themselves. You cannot carry their pain for them, nor should you try. Keep pressing forward, stay true to yourself, and let your success be the loudest statement of all. Your journey is yours alone, and no one's jealousy can take that away from you. As we wrap up this heartfelt discussion, take a moment to reflect on everything we've explored together. What insights have resonated with you the most? Think about the strategies and wisdom shared here and consider how they can transform the way you handle jealousy and negativity in your own life. We invite you to share in the comments below one key lesson you've learned today and how you plan to implement it in your daily routine. Your experiences and commitments not only inspire others, but also reinforce your journey toward personal growth and resilience. If you found value in this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us continue to create content that empowers and uplifts us. Remember, your success is yours to celebrate, and with the right mindset, no amount of envy can dim your shine. Stay focused, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Thank you for being a part of our community.